It's January, it's a new year, we're in the shadows of the first virtual CES, and this is the inaugural, dare I say, pilot episode of George Talks Tech. Every month I'll bring you the best new tech and gadgets and explain to you why it's awesome. But that's enough small talk, we've got breaking news! Unpacked just wrapped up and Samsung unveiled the brand new Galaxy S21 5G series, the most impressive lineup of Samsung smartphones yet. This year Samsung is launching 3 S-series phones, and each one is amazing in its own special way. I've been lucky enough to test out the Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G for the past few weeks. Thank you, Kelsey. And I'm here to break down all the cool new features that matter to you. First up, there's no denying that Samsung makes a sexy smartphone. From the display to the camera to the physical feel of the phone, Samsung designed smartphones that turn heads. The Galaxy S21 Ultra features the brightest Galaxy display ever made with a crazy high contrast ratio that automatically adjusts from 10 Hz to 120 Hz. This is huge for mobile gamers that need the extra speed and responsiveness to win. Flip it over and you can't miss the all-new seamless metal camera design and matte finish. Samsung even made the camera bump significantly smaller so it fits great in my pocket. Speaking of cameras, last year Samsung introduced Space Zoom, and they perfected it with the Galaxy S21. Now you can use Zoom Lock to keep your subject centered and stabilized within the frame, even when you're fully zoomed in. My favorite photo feature, Single Take, also received an upgrade. With it, you can shoot a few seconds of video, and it creates instant GIFs and stylized photos and videos. You can even pull out your favorite stills from videos in super high res to share with your followers. What's more, it has a 40 megapixel front-facing camera that automatically detects the brightness of your surroundings, and the Galaxy S21 Ultra sports a whopping 108 megapixel rear camera with an upgraded sensor that gives you brighter photos with way less noise and low light that is amazing if you have kids. And here's another feature I love. Now you can slide into the director's chair and create videos with multi-cam recording and automatic pro-style effects in real time, no editing required. Finally, we can't forget power and performance. All 3 Galaxy S21 smartphones feature next-level connectivity with access to Verizon 5G Ultra Wideband and 5G nationwide. With the Galaxy S21 and Verizon 5G, you can share more, experience more, and never miss a beat. Order your Samsung Galaxy S21 5G starting today, January 14th, or pick one up when it launches wide on January 29th. Visit Verizon.com for pricing, promo, and spec information. Now let me go grab Gabe. We're gonna go head outside and I'll show you how to take some awesome winter photos with the Galaxy S21 5G. Let's go. It's winter, which means it's the perfect time to take photos and videos in the snow. I'm gonna show you how with the brand new Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G. Let's do this, Gabe. Do you want a ton of great footage of your family and friends but don't want to work too hard for it? Last year, Samsung introduced Single Take mode, which lets you shoot about 30 seconds of video and then it slices and dices it up into photo collages, GIFs, and videos with fancy filters. It really helps you get alternative angles and a different perspective when you shoot. New to the Galaxy S21 is Director's View. This gives you control of all 4 cameras simultaneously, including the front camera on you and the 3 rear cameras on your subject. You can also switch cameras on the fly, allowing you to edit in real time. This is so cool. Finally, if you want complete control over your camera like I do, then you'll love Pro Mode. Samsung is one of the few smartphone makers that lets you fine-tune the geeky stuff like ISO and shutter speed. Just click Pro in the settings and you can adjust your photos and videos to your heart's desire. For example, sometimes the snow looks gray because the scene is too white and the phone is overcompensating. You can raise the exposure in Pro Mode to make it look brighter. You can also change your white balance so it doesn't skew too blue or yellow. This is a killer feature in Galaxy phones that everyone should know about. It is cold outside. Hopefully you learned something new and cool today. We are definitely gonna have more tips and tricks on your favorite new phones in the coming months. In the meantime, send me your best winter photos. I'd love to check them out. Gabe, say bye.
Bye.
Hey, I'm back in from the cold, getting warmed up, put my suit back on, and I am ready to talk all things CES 2021. Just wrapped up in Vegas, virtual Vegas, and I've got my buddy Andrew Kamika on the line to help talk about all the cool things we saw at CES this year. How you doing, Andrew?
I'm doing pretty good, George. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. I'm always excited for CES. It's one of the coolest shows of the year. It pretty much sets the stage for the whole year and all the innovation that's going to be coming out throughout it. Obviously, our CEO, Hans Vestberg, was the keynote speech to kick things off. Gave a great presentation on 5G and really cool new innovations we're doing with 5G. But I now want to talk about the awesome stuff. Andrew, what was the coolest thing you saw at CES?
By far, I gotta say the thing that grabbed my attention the most was the LG rollable phone. You know, I'm someone who walks around with multiple devices, phone, tablet, computer, so having something that can expand from one form factor to another and it just rolls and just seems so beautiful, that's really exciting for me.
I completely get what you mean on the LG Rollable. I can't wait to see one in person. The idea of having something that's both a tablet and a phone is ingenious, and just the mechanism of it shrinking and growing without even telling where it's coming from. I can't even tell where it's rolling out from is unbelievable. Can't say whether Verizon's gonna have it this year, but just stay tuned and we might have some more news later on.
All right, George, so what did you see that caught your eyes?
Our friends at OtterBox unveiled a whole new line of gaming accessories. Usually when you think OtterBox, you think cases. And yes, they've got cases for your controller and easy ways to transport your gaming system. But now they actually have peripherals that add on to your controllers so you can play your Xbox or console game wherever you are. With 5G, this is going to be huge going forward. I'm so excited to see what the future holds for this. Are you excited for being able to play your games wherever you are?
Oh, absolutely. I'm someone that still walks around with multiple phones, and I use the LG Wing as one. I'm playing mobile games, I'm playing cloud-based games, so having some accessories that help me do that, that's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, I think there's a whole new market for that. What else did you see at CES?
Yeah, also something that caught my eye that probably might surprise some people is there's this lipstick tool that made by YSL. I know from conversations with my wife, she really likes to get a specific shade of a color, and they made this new tool with an app where they can find the exact shade that you're looking for.
Oh, that sounds cool. I mean, it sounds like, you know, previously we saw the mirrors that can change what you dress, you know, your clothing styles, and you can basically try on clothes without trying them on using AR. So I think we're definitely gonna see a lot more of that type technology going down the line. I am psyched for the Ampere shower power. It is a Bluetooth speaker for your shower, and it actually gets powered by water. Like by water. I don't know how it actually works, but the idea that you don't have to have batteries in the tub, I currently use like a Sonos.
I'm trying to get the image of you singing Purple Rain in the shower out of my head, but other than that, that sounds really cool, and I'm looking forward to something like that.
You know, when we got married, our first dance was to Purple Rain.
I did not know that.
Yep, I'm dead serious. That was the longest first dance ever. What else did you see at CES? What excited you?
Definitely loved the robots. I saw, I think it was the Samsung ones, where it's basically they created a scenario like the Jetsons where it can do the dishes, it does your laundry, pour you a glass of wine, everything that you need, they do it for you. I do enjoy being in the kitchen for cooking, but I don't enjoy the cleanup part of it so much, so if I can get that off the table for me, I'm definitely on board for that.
I completely get what you mean. I cook every night, and the dish part is just something I don't want to touch. Andrew, thank you so much for joining me today and talking all things CES. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, George. It's been great to join. I'm definitely excited about what we've seen at CES and what we'll see for the rest of the year.
And that's it for our first episode. Thank you for joining.